going in a second. There we go. Okay, so we're going to learn the Sikha of 28th of Sivan, 57-51, about bringing godliness into the physical world, transforming the physical world, physical bodies, physicality of this world to bring a relation of godliness in the physical, through the physical, in the physical, and through the physical we see godliness, and that elevates the physical world, it elevates our bodies, it elevates our, even the spiritual worlds that were created to create this world. So being in the physical and revealing the physical is really something that completely and mostly and the most effectively conceals God. When you see a physical thing, we don't necessarily see God. We see a physical thing. We see it as a separate entity. We see it as something, we see a cover of godliness. We don't see God necessarily in the physical. But when we're able to go deeper with the help of the teachings of Hasidus and see that the physicality doesn't actually cover God, the physicality reveals godliness, and we make physicality holy, make it a vessel of godliness, and we see the godliness in it because it's now a vessel to reveal God. It's not covering up on God, it's actually revealing God even more. And it's specifically through this cover up and this darkness that we reveal godliness. It's much more stronger revelation than if God was just revealed without being covered up and having to be revealed. So he's going to speak about this more. But this is our job. Every person in this world, man, woman, child, has their portion in the world. The Rebbe says, Chassidus teaches it. We have what's called chelko ba'olam, our portion in the world that we have given as our portion to elevate, to bring to a higher level of consciousness of godliness. So I'm sorry I started a little late, but we're gonna get this incredible talk here. Here we go. Okay. Okay, like we said, the Torah, which was given to us so that we can elevate this physical world. And when the Torah was given, we were able to elevate physicality and make it holy and spiritual and godly. Reveal God. We can make things, even physical objects, holy, and even our bodies holy and our surroundings holy. That was something that wasn't able to be done before the Torah was given. And this is a way of elevating not just the physical world, but the spiritual world. Now, let's continue. When the Jews came into Israel, there was also this concept of conquering the land. What's this mean, conquering the land? They were given like that commandment to go, take over the land. What is this concept? It's also the concept spiritually of making a godly, a relation of godliness, a spiritual vehicle, a vessel of revealing godliness in this world. And this is something on a spiritual level we can do now also. It's not something about that we have to naturally, the conquering is a spiritual conquering, a spiritual concept that we can take, and that we do that not just in Israel, we do that wherever we are in the world. So we have this shlichus, we have this mission, we have this job to take the world and make it a vehicle of revealing godliness. Okay. How do we do this on a spiritual level? Okay, there it goes into, when we're dealing with spheres, the spheres are the godly emanations, and our soul has corresponding powers in our soul corresponding to God's spiritual powers. So God gave us a soul, a godly soul that has the power of what's called Malchus. Malchus is the lowest of the spheres, the lowest, and it's the ability to be connected to the earth, be connected to the physical, and be connected below. Malchus itself is a sephira. It's the quality of being able to receive from above and to be able to incorporate all the higher levels of revelation into it. Now, when we do that, we're able afterwards to also reveal the Malchus itself, the power of Malchus. Malchus is the lowest of the 10 spheres. It's connected to earth and the land, like we said, but it has all, and it receives from all the spheres above. It's like a vessel, like a vehicle, like a womb, or like the land that receives from those who come into the land. Those are all the corresponding, correlating, parallel names for Malchus, or concepts that parallel Malchus: the womb, the land, the vessel, the receiver. Then the Rebbe says we bring it to another level. We bring the understanding of what Malchus itself is, without it being just a receiver. There is and let's see it inside. It's a very important concept, because it's a revolutionary concept. It's connected to what we were saying before, of we're revealing godliness in the darkness of the world, and specifically through revealing godliness in the places where he's covered and concealed, where we see the physicality, not the spirituality. That is much more potent and much more of a great transformation and a revelation of godliness, in a way that we show that the concealment, it doesn't conceal ungodliness. Which, if you think of it, as a very, very amazing concept, that God enabled us as physical human beings to take something that's revealing godliness and hiding godliness, that it's actually revealing godliness. So the physicality is a revelation of godliness, not a concealment of godliness. That's a counterintuitive concept. But when we come to that realization, there's much more of a great revelation than there is in a higher spiritual world, where God isn't so concealed like he is down here below. And it's interesting, the Rebbe doesn't note this, but it does say, like, all the prophets and all the Gemara and all the Mashiach, in the times of Mashiach, we won't be learning those texts anymore. We'll just be learning the written Torah. And it says there is one book, though, that will not be erased, or not be, we won't stop learning it. It will be the Megillah of Esther. The Megillah of Esther was talking about the miracle of God, how he revealed himself, but within nature, within the physicality of the world as it was in the world. It didn't break the world. It didn't change the nature of the world. The miracle happened within the laws of nature and within the realm of the times. But yet godliness was revealed within that dimension. So it wasn't that God had revealed himself by breaking nature, breaking laws of nature, like in, the times when they came out of Egypt, or the times where they, other times where, prophets did miracles or things like that were beyond this world. There was a revelation of godliness within that the world did not conceal on God. The world actually revealed a level of a miracle of God. And that's the concept of that we're dealing with now, that we're bringing an understanding, awareness, how God is in the physical, and the physical is not a cover-up, it's actually a revelation. Every time we use the physical world to reveal holiness and reveal God, we're making the world a vehicle of revealing God in the physicality, similar to what was done in the time of the Megillah of Esther. And this is a much more potent, greater revelation of godliness. It started during the times of the giving of the Torah, that we were able to connect spiritual and physical. And in times now, where we're actually taking the darkness of the world and we're revealing godliness through the physical, through the physicality of our bodies and the world, that is bringing godliness into a level that wasn't revealed before. And it's counterintuitive. It seems like this would be the place you cannot reveal godliness. And we're breaking that concept. We're actually transforming that concept of there is nothing, the darkness actually reveals the light. It's an amazing concept to think about, and I'll do it from inside. Okay. The Rebbe says there's a special learning for our generation. We know that it says Caleb was the person one of the spies who was sent to tour Israel in the times of Moses. And he said, Allah Na'ala, he was one of the two spies who didn't give up, who felt that we could conquer the land or get into the land of Israel and take hold of possession of the land. And he said, Allah Na'ala, let's go up. And he said it with two words, twice. Allah Na'ala, we'll go up. And the rabbis explained that this had to do with the two times. One is going up from Egypt and coming to and making the first holy temple. And the second time of going up is in the last final Geula, which is the times that we're in now, building the third Beis HaMikdash, the eternal holy temple. And like it says, similar to the miracles that we had in times of Egypt, we'll have in our times, the times of Mashiach. And just like we went out of Egypt was to receive the Torah on Mount Sinai, the whole time now that we've been going through this exile for 2,000 years, over 2,000 years, is in order to have the merit and to be able and prepared and create the vehicle of having the revelations of the inner dimensions of Torah, not just the outer dimensions of Torah, the hidden parts of the secrets of Torah that we will have in the times of Mashiach, in the times of the ultimate and complete and true redemption. Like it says, that God will reveal to all of us the secrets of Torah. It says that, the little children will be prophesying in the streets. It's like, it's a time of where we'll be so connected on an essential level that we will all be in an awareness of God's inner dimension of revelation in this world. And that's what's starting to happen now. We're starting to learn the inner dimensions of Torah, things that people weren't able to learn for the millennium. We weren't able to learn it until the last few hundred years, when it started being revealed. And in our times, in the last, especially since the internet, the whole world now can access the inner dimensions of Torah. So that's happening now in our generation. So, and it is prophesied about this, and that in the sixth millennium, the end of the sixth millennia, which is right now we're 5782 years since the creation of the world. So we're in that sixth millennia, the 6,000th year. We're about to start the, not too long, the 7,000th year since the creation of the world. So we're at this end time where it says that the godliness will be revealed in the most potent, deepest way of the hidden secrets of Torah. And that's what's going on now, by us learning, like right now, and being able to reveal these concepts that weren't revealed before. They started being revealed mostly by the Arizal, Shimon Bar Yochai, and the Arizal, and then the Baal Shem Tov, and then the Chabad and Hasidic teachers, and now through our teacher, the Rebbe, in these books. And we're very fortunate and very blessed to have this. Okay. So just like when Torah was given, the Rebbe says, in the times of the desert, and they were given the power to actually be able to go into the land of Israel and be able to transform it from a place where they worshiped idols, where they were very bad to each other. It was not a very good, wholesome world. They were able to bring it to a higher level of godly awareness and consciousness and humanity. And similar to that, to a higher degree, we have the ability to transform the world on a higher level of consciousness in our times through revealing the inner dimensions of Torah and spreading it to the outside. There's a concept of teaching it to the chutza, to the outside. In a way, not only in a way that it's just like, oh, awesome, this is beyond me, but in a way that we can actually relate to it with our brains, with our minds, our chabad, our chokhmah, bina, and das, with our seichel, with our intellect. And even the seichel, with the intellect of our more animalistic soul. We have a godly soul, we have a more human soul. So even on the level of the human soul, the intelligence that we have as human beings, we're able to understand godliness and concepts of godliness in our physical brain. And we can understand that we can make the physical world into a vehicle to reveal God. So the Rebbe says even more, through revealing the inner dimensions of Torah in this millennia, the sixth millennia that we're in right now, we're adding something that there wasn't in the times of the giving of the Torah. We get extra koyach, extra strength, higher level of strength to reveal godliness in the world, more than we had in the time of the giving of the Torah. It was given in a hidden form, the Rebbe says, in the time in potential more, in time when the Torah was given in the desert, but now it's coming into revelation. Our powers to reveal God through the Torah in this world in a way that we weren't able to do or understand or relate to in the time of the giving of the Torah in the desert. Pretty awesome. Now, in the time of the desert, what was given? The revealed parts of Torah. The do's, the don'ts, what you're allowed, what you're not allowed, why, how, there were a lot of concepts. It was mostly the revealed parts of Torah. The hidden parts of Torah was given, but it wasn't given to the masses. I'm not sure exactly who got to learn it, but it was revealed to Moses. And it was revealed in a hidden form to hidden people, certain people, only a few. In our generation, what was hidden then is revealed now to everybody and accessible to everybody. And we're able to reveal the not just the revealed parts of Torah, but the hidden parts of Torah, and revealed parts of godliness in the world, and the hidden parts of Torah in the world. And through the hidden parts of Torah, we receive the power to also reveal the hidden parts of God, the Rebbe says, and the hidden parts of the Jewish people, of the Jewish soul. So there's basically what the Rebbe is saying, there's the hidden part of Torah, which is the Chassidus, the inner dimensions of Torah. There's hidden parts of godliness and more revealed parts of godliness. There's revealed parts of the Jewish soul and hidden parts of the Jewish soul, and they're all interconnected. So I'll read it again, because this is actually something I need to meditate on a little bit more. Through on Mount Sinai, we were given the revealed part of Torah to the masses. And it was mainly in the times of giving of the Torah. That's the main thing that was revealed to the Jewish people. And we were able to reveal the revealed parts of God and the revealed parts of the Jewish people. Now, through also though, revealing this revealed parts of godliness in the world and revealing the hidden parts of Torah in the world, we receive a special power to reveal the hidden parts of God and the hidden parts of the Jewish people. And this is something I guess I have to think about a little bit more before I can explain it at length. But basically, there's a power, and the Rebbe is going to explain it a little bit more. There's a power by learning the inner dimensions of Torah that we're taught now in our generation, that we're able to reveal God in a much more deeper level and reveal our soul in a much more deeper level than the Jewish people had in the times even when they were given the Torah on Mount Sinai in the desert. Even though they're on such a high level, it's nothing compared to what we're getting now in our times. Okay. Till the point where the Rebbe says that we will be able to see godliness in, and the essence of godliness that is in the physical world, specifically the physical world. We'll be able to see godliness not just through learning necessarily a verse in the Torah, but we will be able to see the essence of God in the physicality of this and reality of this world. Because we'll understand the concept, that Rebbe puts in parentheses, but we'll understand the concept that it's God's essential power and ability to create the world something from nothing. And these are concepts that are taught in Chassidus. So when we integrate these ideas in Chassidus, we're able to see godliness even without opening up a verse or a text. Just looking at the world, we'll be able to see and appreciate godliness. Okay? Now, this concept that we're revealing the teachings of Chassidus, the inner dimensions of Torah, this gives us the ability to reveal godliness much, much stronger, much, much more vigorously in the world. In a way also that we're revealing spreading the well springs of Torah to the outside. What's this outside? What's this outside? Okay, this is also, I understood this when I prepared this sikha on a different level than I'd ever learned or understood before. What's chutza? The Rebbe asks, what's this outside that we're saying we're revealing godliness into the outside? Outside in its complete form. It seems that outside would refer to something that's actually the opposite of holiness, the opposite of inner dimensions, the opposite of godliness, okay, or holiness. What does it mean, the outside? The outside means, it seems like it's not, it's the opposite of godliness. So the Rebbe explains, when we're talking about outside, we're revealing godliness to the outside, it's in truth, it shows that the real truth of chutza, of outside, is that there is nothing outside of godliness. When we're revealing Torah to the outside, we're showing that the outside is not really outside of God, because there's nothing outside of God. So we're actually demonstrating that there is nothing outside of God, and because there's nothing else other than really God. Ein od milvado, there's nothing else aside from God. And when it says in the Torah, chutza, outside, what it's actually referring to the truth that the outside is just here to reveal godliness, not to cover up ungodliness. The world wasn't created really to cover up godliness, even though it seems like it. The world was created to reveal godliness. And much more so that through the outside, through the lower worlds where God is hidden, we can actually see, and it's apparent and revealed in completion and in its wholeness and in its most powerful, potent, the whole tachlit, the whole kavanah, the whole purpose, that and the truth of godliness, that there is nothing outside of him, outside of God, meaning that God is in the outside. So similar to what it says, the advantage of a miracle that's involved or that's enclosed in nature. Meaning we're showing that the world and the nature of the world is really here to reveal godliness. And when we recognize that and appreciate that through the teachings of Chassidus, we're able to appreciate that and acknowledge and understand that this whole world, this whole purpose of this world is not to cover up God, but to reveal God. We can see the miracles of God within the physicality of this world. That is the whole purpose of the creation of the world. And that's similar to the concept of what I was saying before, the Megillah of Esther. He doesn't mention this here, but it dawned on me. The Megillah of Esther is what the Rebbe says here is that the miracles were enclosed in nature. Okay, the miracles of times of Esther were enclosed in nature, meaning that it wasn't so apparent. There wasn't a breaking of the rules of nature. It wasn't apparent that this was a miracle. It was clear that the nature of the world, though, was a miracle and happening after it became apparent that it was godliness behind everything that was going on. So there was a revelation of how the world is a vessel to reveal God's miracles. And that is actually what the Rebbe wants us to be doing now. He wants us to be seeing miracles in our daily lives. And people are able to do that now. We see books on people talking about miracles, people printing books on miracles, people, even non-Jews are appreciating God as he is working within the world and revealing himself in the world. Now, this power to reveal this outside is through revealing the well springs of Chassidus, through teaching the inner dimensions of Torah, through what we do here in Beis Chana. You can go to my other YouTube videos, Beis Chana channel of YouTube, or beischanaca.com, and just this is our goal, is to reveal the inner dimensions of Torah, and that's what I've been doing for many, many years with the blessings of the Rebbe. And this is what brings the revelations of godliness to the most outside, because the outside, we've come to learn through Chassidus and appreciate the outside is not an outside, it's not a cover-up, it's not separate from godliness, it is the way that we can reveal godliness very potently. So, let's see what time it is. How much time do I have? 12:38. Okay, a couple more minutes. So I'll skip a little bit so I can go to the part where he gives another little bang. Yes. The Rebbe goes back to what we said before about how specifically the revelations of the inner dimensions of Torah started happening in a very, very strong way of being revealed to the outside when it was revealed in America, when the Rebbe's previous Rebbe and the Rebbe came to America and started spreading Torah and Chassidus in America, which is the furthest part of the earth, in the world, in terms of the lower part. It calls it the lower part of the world, spiritually we're talking about. It's far removed from the high levels that we had, in the times of the Holy Temple in Israel. But specifically, when the Chassidus started coming out from America, which is the furthest place, the chutza, outside, that's when actually Chassidus started being revealed even more and more and more strongly, like we see going on right now. And started coming out from 770 in a much more potent way than ever was before. So this is like another example of this, specifically through being in the furthest part, far away from Israel, in a low world, in a covered up world. That's specifically where now the most potent revelation of godliness and of the inner dimensions of God and Torah and the Jewish people is being revealed. And so that's what the Rebbe says is our shlichus, our mission. So that even though we are in a physical world, and we're in a gullus world, we're in a world that's covered up, of godliness is covered up. We're in exile. We don't have the Holy Temple. And we're in the last exile. And we're in the furthest place we're far away from Israel, let's say. We're in the lower part of the world. We're even, the Torah is coming out from 770, not from necessarily from the Holy Temple on the mountaintop. Adrabah, the Rebbe says, we're coming in more potent, more strong, specifically from this place, the low place, in the gullus, the covered up place, until the Rebbe calls this world that we're in right now the lowest of the world, that there's nothing lower than it. And also we are, in terms of the generation, we're in a very low generation in terms of, like, we're not necessarily these high, unbelievable souls. We're in a very dark place, put it that way. And specifically in this low part of the world and its low generation, we're not like on the level of the souls of the times of when Moses was in control and teaching people with very high brains and abilities. Specifically, though, now in our generation is when we're going to have the highest elevation. We're going to have the true and complete redemption, and a redemption for the whole entire world, including the whole world, not just the lower part of the world, but the higher part of the world. And we'll have a revelation of godliness that will elevate not just our generation, but it will bring a revelation up to and an elevation to all the generations and the souls that were before us in previous generations. Okay? It'll be the culmination of everything that everybody inputted into this world and into bringing a godliness of real into this world. So specifically, and because the Rebbe says that the geula, the ultimate redemption, is coming from this low place, from this very, very low situation that we're in, therefore it is it's accomplishing that we will have a geula, a redemption that's complete and true and eternal, that will not have an exile after it. Okay, it's going to be final. The world will be transformed to revealing godliness for good. We're not going to go back in time. It'll be because we're coming from such a dark, lowly place, after all that we've done with all these generations of darkness, and we're coming from the bottom up, the transformation will be real to the world. It won't be, flip-flop back and forth. It will be final. And through coming from the lowest point, the lowest of the low, we can reveal the true, complete concept of that it will be a real dvar kayama, something that's truthfully existing forever and not able to be refuted or doubted or concealed again. It will be everlasting. And it will be in a revealed way specifically. And we'll have the elevation of, like we said, from the Malchus, from the bottom up. And we'll have to go into that a little bit more in other sichas and other Sundays. And this will be completely revealed, completely in the true and complete redemption through Mashiach, from the house of David. And it will be down here, godliness revealed in this physical world, this lowly world that doesn't have any world lower than it. We are the most coarse, concealing world that there is. And we'll make this world, this physical world, a vessel that reveals godliness, a dwelling place, a place that this world reveals godliness. And it's not just that we're like, I don't have time because it's already 45 minutes, but the Rebbe says it's not a way that we're overriding the world and we're saying the world, pushing aside, things and saying, we're overriding you and overpowering and revealing godliness. No, it's the final redemption is in a way that the world itself will be recognizing godliness. So the non-Jews will be understanding godliness. The world itself will be a vessel and a vehicle to understand and want to reveal godliness and assist the revelation of godliness in the world. And we do see that starting to happen now in a big time way. There are many non-Jews who are even maybe more eager to have godliness revealed in this world than Jews are. And we can explore that more maybe on another Sunday, because it's already, I think my time is up, 45 minutes, and I want to give time for, it's exactly 12:45, and I want to give time if anybody has questions. So you can unmute yourself if you have questions, and we'll definitely have to speak about this more in maybe next Sunday. So anybody have a question? You can unmute yourself, join the conversation, or if you have a comment or something you want to add to the Rebbe's words or how you see it in your life. Otherwise, I'll try to bring more examples or more understanding or more related more next week. Anybody want to jump in? Toby, your phone's unmuted, by the way, if you can say something.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm driving and
Oh, no, it's okay. I said anybody wants to unmute themselves right now and see how we.
Well, I once again, I just keep having this bad muscle. I forgot I meant to bring my headphones from home. And I'm driving down to see my daughter in the hospital, and I just remember at the last minute. So once again, I missed everything, and I apologize. I wanted to be there.
What's your daughter's name? So we can pray for.
Thank you. Adel Sarachaya.
Adel Sarachaya.
Kostova.
Kostova, okay. She should have a push lema.
Amen. Thank you.
Yes.
Should have Malchus from all your children. Everybody should have only good health.
Yes. And the Rebbe did say to people to give tzedakah in the hospital, to bring
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I never heard that.
And when people were going for surgery, he was like recommending that they have the doctor give tzedakah in before the surgery. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Or the nurses or, whoever's there. Yeah.
I'll remember that. So you can bring that pushka with you, I guess.
You could just make an impromptu pushka too, or a cat, or a PayPal or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
I forget in this day and age
an internet donation. Yeah.
Right. Certainly enough causes that are
easy. Very easy to give tzedakah these days. No, anytime, any place, anywhere. Yeah, we share good news.
Okay.
Yes. Is anybody else want to say something, or should I just say goodbye? I love you all. Looking forward, and hopefully next week it's a very, very potent, powerful concept that I do want to think about more and discuss more next week, I believe. Okay, so we will do that. Unless somebody wants to say something, I'll say goodbye.
Well, what was the main thrust of what you spoke about? I don't know if you want to repeat anything again. I don't need to burden you.
No, to summarize what I got from it, how we think, usually, to me at least, I would assume that that if something is hidden and covering up, then it's bad, okay? It's right, which is right. That's what it seems like, right? If we don't see God, it's the opposite, and it's hard or painful, and it is painful. It is something we struggle with. It's something we wrestle with. It's something we're, have to. So, but the way the Rebbe is bringing it, instead of seeing it as bad, it is dark. This is an opportunity to reveal godliness in the most furthest place that you would consider godliness. Meaning, we're proving when we reveal godliness in a dark situation that God is not outside of this situation. God exists and is everywhere. God is creating even the darkness. So when we're able to really, really grasp that God is within the darkness, we're transforming the darkest things into light. So the biggest test that we're going through, if we don't let that cover up on God, and we see God in that moment, we're actually revealing God in dark, and we're revealing God where God would think is not existent. So that's a very important, that's only something we can do in physical bodies, in a physical world where God is not revealed in the most strongest, severest way, in the darkest way. So it's specifically through the being in the darkest place, the darkest part of the world, in the darkest times, or the darkest of exile, that's when we can reveal godliness the most potently. And that's why we in our generation are going to be revealing godliness, because we're the last final generation of darkness, and we're in the darkest world, and the furthest part where we think that God is nowhere to be found. That is where we're able to say, no, God is here, and that's the mission, that's the task, to reveal godliness where He's not revealed. So that's why we have that power to reveal godliness in our time in the most potent, strongest way, beyond what the angels could do, beyond what the big sages of the previous generations could do, beyond, what the biggest rabbis could do. We as women, we as very limited people and very physical people in a physical world, we specifically are the ones who are going to reveal that God is in this world and right here with us in this darkness. And it's all godliness. It's an amazing concept to think about. And the goal is to not just know it intellectually, but to feel it, to experience it, to live it. And the more Hasidus we learn, the Rebbe says, the more that's what's going to make it happen. That's what's going to be that's our coming out of our exile. That's coming out of our darkness. It's Hasidus, because with Hasidus, we can really experience it, understand it, feel it, experience it, live it. The more Hasidus we learn, the more it's clear and real. That's in a nutshell.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. So it's awesome what we're doing. What did you want to say?
I have a friend, a close friend, who's also been a mentor to me, and you're a very big help to my family since being here in Toronto, and since my divorce. And she's not Lubavitch, and she's a very renowned teacher here in Toronto. And for many years, I attended her classes, but her classes are on very high level. They're very rational, very intellectually challenging. But I found that they just weren't satisfying it, my ruchnius needs. So at a certain point, because I only had so much time and energy, so I kind of withdrew and I stopped going to her classes. And every time now, if I accidentally mention anything about a class, a Hasidus class, or I say something about some wonderful aspect of, something that I learned, I have to be so careful, because it kind of, her immediate response is, oh, well, we discussed that when I taught about the Akeda, and and I don't know how to explain to her what the difference is. I think that you have to actually experience it, to appreciate it. Would you agree? Or
Yes,
how could I possibly?
well, but yeah, definitely I agree. And it's we can't necessarily though expect us to experience it immediately. It is a process. We first learn it, we think about it, we meditate on it, we connect it to what's going on in our life, we talk about it with a friend. We try to appreciate it on different levels of experience, and until actually certain things become like aha moments. So it's not something that necessarily everything we learn immediately, we experience it fully. But it gradually it metamorphosizes with us, and it becomes more real as we live it more and more, and we also ask Hashem, to help us, experience it. What?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, since I was first exposed to Hasidus, I was actually in a seminary in Yerushalayim called Mitzvah Druria. I don't know if you remember or have heard about it. And
Yes.
I had advanced Chumash skills, but my hashkafa was in like nursery school. So I was, with people who were in the beginning, and Baruch Hashem, when I was there were several Lubavitchers teaching. So I got this, sudden influx, big dose of Hasidus, and it got me so excited, and it got me motivated to, want to come close to Hashem and to, want to do tshuva. And I was upset that in all the years that I went to a Hebrew day school, that they never exposed us to anything like that. But I just wish that there was some way of, like, what I tried to tell people, is that it's like when you're learning the Hasidus, I used to feel like, little sparks of Kedusha almost coming off the page and into me, and like it would just do something to me. And so if you talk like that nowadays to people, they might think you're crazy in normal circles, normal. So anyway, I just wish there was something very clear that people would respond to, that would make them want to learn it, make them want to learn Hasidus.
Yeah, well, it's happening more and more. I have a grandson. I was talking to him on Shabbos, and he was telling me, we were discussing concepts. I was pretty amazed. He was discussing Hasidus with me. I was like, and I asked him where he learned some of this stuff, and he said from his teachers, this rabbi, this rabbi, this rabbi, the Lubavitcher rabbis. And he's 8 years old, and he's getting ideas of Hasidus. I mean, he doesn't call it Hasidus because he doesn't know, but it's being taught, divine providence, understanding, our inner conflicts, overcoming obstacles inside. I mean, these are ideas that, we're not, I was growing up, it wasn't taught to me so clearly and easily, free choice, these, just amazing. I think the world is changing, and it is much, much more than we realize, but slowly but surely it seeps in. It's, it permeates. Hasidus is kind of like, it seeps in. So somebody could also be learning Hasidus and not necessarily letting it seep in. So I wouldn't get discouraged. I would say, it's available on the internet. People are learning it. People are seeing it. People are thinking about it. People are integrating it. Much more than I would expect. Even non-Jews that are learning it and understanding concepts of Hasidus. I think I'd prefer to see it, like in the most darkest places where you wouldn't expect it, it's actually able and is being revealed much more than before.
Where you see it? You see it in the comment section. If you watch a video on YouTube from, there's rabbis from either Chabad or, Gali and I, and they comment and they'll say, I'm not Jewish, but thank you, Rabbi. This is so meaningful to me. This is, and they even Nigunim, I see non-Jews who are so moved by Nigunim, if you can believe it.
Yes.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yay. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you. I'll see you soon.
There's a class tomorrow with the Hamadina.
Thank you.
Yeah, early.
Okay.
He's doing it early.
What time?
6 a.m. my time.
Really? It's going to be like 9 for us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what she sent me a message.
But that I heard it from you, I probably would have missed it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because that's what she sent me, I think, on Friday. I could double check for you if you want, but if I'm wrong, I'll send you a message.
I'll check. Yeah, I'll know to check.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hudid.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care. If it's not tomorrow, she's for sure starting Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay. Take care. Be well.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. I'm also teaching on tomorrow the Tanya class. Anybody can join. 5:30 Mondays at Pacific Standard Time. It's a basic concepts in Hasidus. I'm going to start without a text first. I'm going to do basic concepts and questions and answers on basic concepts. I'm not going to follow.
People know if you're starting a series.
A series, yeah, and it's for beginners mostly who want the basics of Hasidus. I mean, it's for anybody, but I'm going to gear it towards women who haven't learned Hasidus before and want to understand these concepts and can ask questions. So I'm not going to I'm not going to take like I do now a sicha and go through it very quickly. I'm going to really go slow with ideas. That's Mondays at 5:30.
At 5:30 Pacific.
Yeah, 8:30
Okay.
Eastern.
Okay.
And it's a different, I might put on 2 Zooms. I'm on a different, if I can do 2 Zooms. I'm on Holy Sparks. I'll send you the link. Whoever needs can send me a message. I'll send you the link for the Monday one.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Be well. All the best.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.